So you ever wonder about, you know, how is it that when you take the square root of 25, it's 5? Well, here's one explanation. Let's look at the square root of 25. It has something called an index, where there's a number that's located right here in this corner. You don't see it, it's assumed it's a 2. That's one thing. Next thing is that there's a rule in algebra that says the nth root of x, right, an index of n, and a base of x. The rule says that it's equal to x to the 1 over n, where n, of course, is the index, x is the base, right? 1 here comes from the 1 from the base. So you have some type of, radical form, and then some type of rational expression form, right? Some type of exponent, root exponent, and you can go one way or the other. And so what we can do now is that we know that we can get rid of this radical, right? And we can rewrite it this way now. 25 to the 1/2 power. And then we can do a little algebra trick. We know that 25 can be changed into 5 squared. And so 25 now is 5 squared to the 1/2 power. And then there's another rule that says that, you have two numbers separated by parentheses, you multiply. Okay, right? You multiply, half of 2 is going to be 5 to the 1, which gives you just 5, right? The trick is that 25 can be changed, right? It's a perfect square, and this is how that works. You can think of the square root, right, of 25 this other way. So let's say you had a box with an area of 25, a box, right? And the box has, even sides. You can think of it as the square root function is somehow changing boxes into just lines. In this case, a line of 5. That's pretty incredible if you think about it. Geometrically, you have some type of box with even sides, right? All 4 sides are even. When you take the square root of it, it just gives you the line. Pretty neat trick. One other thing about x to the 1 over n, right, it changing, going back and forth, is that sometimes when you have something complicated like x to the 4 over 2, right, you can see that that could be x to the 2, and that could be just reducing a fraction there, or x to the 2 over 4. Let's say you had something like that. Well, that gives you x to the 1/2, which you can rewrite as the square root of x. Something complicated like that could be rewritten with a radical. There's a lot that you can do with this rule here, but the idea, the talk, is about, you ever wonder, what happens when you take the square root of a number?